Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And this is a bit of a support group this morning for anyone over this past 12, 14, 15 months that has felt this, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm becoming a heartaholic. I'm becoming addicted to being hard or hardening, having my guard up, wondering when the next awful thing is going to happen. You know, I have a lot of real deep experience in that space that began long before the pandemic. And I want to share with you one of the experiences I'm having as of late that is really helping me to learn how to soften, learn how to trust, learn how to open up in spite of what's going on out there in the world with so much separation, so much dehumanizing, so much demonizing, so much hate and darkness. How do we soften in these times? Because I believe it is absolutely a necessity for us spiritually open people, willing people, courageous people, timid at times people to say, oh my goodness, is it going to be safe to come all the way out? I don't mean just taking off your mask when the time is right. I say coming all the way out. Heart open, soulful energy, smile, eye contact, dropping the judgment, removing the separation, and beginning the dance of healing with all walks, all faiths, all orientations, all beings, every single one of us. You know, gosh, 40 plus years ago when I was a teenager, I was absolutely struggling with drugs, alcohol, and all kinds of other kinds of negative, dark addictions. That was my coping mechanism. In my family of origin, there was a lot of stuff that I grew up with, a lot of stuff that hardened me, a lot of stuff that made me want to protect myself, really hide my heart. Vulnerability was super, super scary for me. And as I started to become more sober on all levels, with drugs, with alcohol, with my faith, with my spirituality, just opening and becoming more and more vulnerable to all of it so I could feel it, it was very interesting because I started to step into that. It's like, oh my goodness, you know what? I don't think I'm ready just yet. So I'm going to switch addictions. I'm going to drop the drugs and alcohol and some of the other behaviors and addictions of my life. And I'm going to do other things that are going to be kind of healthier behaviors. So I became a triathlete. Not just a triathlete, I became an Ironman. So it was like ridiculous amount of mileage every single day, punishing my body. So that was one part of my heartaholism. And then I went off to the Himalayas, and I didn't go there necessarily to go pursue spirituality. I went there to go pursue giant mountains, 20,000 and above peaks. Again, more heartaholism. And when it was time to meditate, I didn't want to just meditate. I wanted to meditate for 30 days, 10, 12, 14 hours a day because it was hard. And I was trying to earn my love. As I look back at that time, I just trying to earn my self-respect. I was trying to earn softening. I was so lost. And you know, I've had glimpses of similar hardening over this past year and a half. Have you? Have you felt yourself kind of putting up your dukes because of some political situation, some other kind of demonizing, dehumanizing, some dark stuff that you're hearing, seeing, feeling, and you're kind of going, oh, I better put my guard, I better put my shield on. Well, we are now going to be asked, all the spiritual ones. And I believe everyone is spiritual, trust me. I think all of us are spiritual. Some of us are, how should we say, still finding how that dance works. But if you are open to the full-on dance of fully coming out, putting open sign on your heart, putting an open sign in your eyes, your mouth with a smile, that is how we soften, and that is how social activism happens. One human being at a time having the blessing of laying eyes on you when you are fully open for the spiritual business of love, the spiritual business of common humanity. It is the business of our life because that is the transmission, that is the currency, that is the commerce that this world needs right now. And it begins every morning. It begins with asking ourselves, what is it that's going to make us come alive? What is it that's going to make us open? And for me, the simple question is always, what does the world needs? The world needs all of us, you, me, every one of us. To understand what the world needs are people who have come alive, fully open, fully awake, fully willing to be courageous enough to be that person that no matter who lays eyes on you, they feel connected to you. Because underneath all different things that people are carrying, whether it's a political position, whether it's a religious persuasion, a sexual orientation, a color, a creed, whatever it may be, the walk of humanity is always one. And we need to walk up to one another right now, soft. The heartaholism could be the next pandemic. Maybe some believe it already is. But I believe the antidote to this particular addiction is the softening of the soul, the opening of the heart that begins with us. By loving ourselves to such a degree that that belief literally spills out of us and spills on to every human being who has the blessing of seeing you, answering the call, being the one. Being the change, being the visible demonstration of transformation. What a beautiful time to be alive, and what an amazing opportunity and responsibility it is to be fully alive. Whew, such a good time to be us. Thank you, spiritual ones. Thank you for being you. I love you, I see you, I'm with you. Let's rise, let's shine. Much love, many blessings. Bye for now.